hate army, bro.
Shut up for hate.
I received a $1 tip from Kirk. Are you excited to see Fallout? It only lasted 15 minutes. I turned it off. Yes, I am. I don't know why you turned it off after 15 minutes. I'm excited to see it tonight. I'm going to watch some of it tonight with my wife, and we'll probably watch it more over the week. It is 8 episodes, correct? I'm assuming each episode is probably like 45 minutes or something like that. So we'll probably watch it two episodes a night, maybe 3 over the course of the week, and I'll probably maybe this weekend review it. We'll see, depending on time. Okay. Time for a break. We'll be back with more Alone in the Dark. Okay. Guys, I have to pee, so I am going to go pee. Now listen up. Please, tonight, if you like my content, please support the stream. Doesn't even matter if particularly you like this game. Please support the stream. This is my final stream of the week. It would be great to have it be a good one. Right now, I have $3, and they're all from Kirk. That's it. Literally nothing. No memberships, no gifted memberships, no super chats, just $3 from Kirk. So, there's lots of you here. All right? It would be great if you like the content, if you could support it. I'm only doing a few streams of this to wrap it up through the second half. We're almost done, actually. I think right now we're more than halfway through my first run. Whereas we get to Chapter 4, we're in the home stretch. So, and I think we're going to get to Chapter 4 tonight, actually. So, please support it. I'll be right back. I just got to use the bathroom. Much better. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, people, the whole time I played this game, were saying you should make it a night stream. Well, guess what? I made it a night stream. And look at what's happened, right? This is why I didn't have this as a night stream. Because I try to bring in more viewership by having games like this be a day stream. This game would have probably been a dead playthrough. Sadly, if I played it as night streams. I knew that, too, from the get-go. Which is why I played the first run fully on the daytime shift, so... Alright, guys, please support the stream if you can tonight. I'm not going to keep bringing it up, but man, it would be great to get some more support. Thank you. Okay, we're going to head downstairs from Kirk. Next eclipse is 2044. You and me might be dead via stress or nuclear apocalypse or something. I hope not. I hope to still be alive in 20 years. Thus, can't you find it in your heart to forgive me for saying the quiet part out loud like Vivek does? No. Thanks for the $1 tip. I also received a super chat, first super chat of the night, from Big Boss. When you were deciding to make the documentary, were there any preliminary questions that got you to remember being good, interesting, or new? See, here's the thing, like, there's nothing that I'm going to say or do that I think would be super interesting. It's more about the angle, and essentially this documentary that was going to be made about me. I already said all this publicly, by the way. This is no new information, but the documentary was going to attack it from the angle of, well, here's everything everyone says about Phil. Here's all the reasons people hate Phil, right? But in reality, are any of these even that bad? Even if they all were true, all right? Let's assume everything's true that everyone ever said about Phil. Is any of it really that bad that people should really be, like, hating him so much and wishing him harm and doing the things they've done to him and his family members and all of that, right? And going through all of that, saying, look at all this stuff that happened to Phil, and analyzing it in that perspective, like, what's really going on that people hate Phil so much? Like, what is the reason? And it was gonna basically look at it from, like, that perspective, which would have been a new one, because most people have never attacked it. It's just, oh, here's all the things people hate Phil for. Are they true or not? Instead of, well, you know what? Whether or not they're true or not, maybe it doesn't even matter, right? Perhaps people should just stop being fucking insane about all this bullshit. Even if it was true, who cares? None of it matters when it comes to him or his content or anything. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be many parts to the documentary that were going to be unique and different, and I'm not going to spoil those because who knows, right? I'm not going to spoil all the ideas we had because we had many different ideas of ways we could attack things and funny, entertaining segments and things regarding the various different things that I'm accused of and shit like that. Okay? But in essence, I think that's the truth of the matter, is that the things that people accuse me of or are so angry about aren't actually that bad. Even if they were all true, which, by the way, I've told you guys many times they're not, right? But even if you don't believe me, and you think that everything that's ever been said about me is true, it's not nearly as bad as half the people out there, right? It's like, wow, damn, why do people hate Phil so much? Like, what exactly is going on that people hate him so much? Doesn't seem to make much sense. In which case, that's correct. It doesn't. It's just basically people going crazy, over-obsessing, or running with a meme to hate me, rather than it being about, wow, I really hate this guy because he did awful things that are deserving of this level of awful hate. You know, it's a very different situation. Like, some of the other people out there that are considered lolcows or people get harassed all the time on the internet, man, some of the things they've said and did is like, wow, unforgivable, can't believe it. And I mean, it's like, really, that's all Phil ever said? That's it? That's the reason people hate him? But again, I feel like it's just the meme. The meme is overpowering. To the point where, like, you can't stop the meme. The meme has become bigger than the truth, right? Like, honestly, really, let's say, for example, you look at all the things said about me, that I used to be a racist and say horrible things in my commentary, which I don't anymore, but I used to, let's even say I used to be a racist, which I wasn't, but let's say it was true. Let's say I spent ridiculous amounts of money on mobile games and didn't tell anyone, right? Let's say, what's the other ridiculous one? Because there's like 3 or 4 big ones, right? Let's say they're all true, every single one of them. Are any of those a big deal? Right? In reality, it's funny because you have people who've done entire documentaries about me, like Turkey Tom. And literally at the end of the negative documentary he makes, he says, but Phil, I don't even get it because Phil's kind of boring. I don't get the big deal. He's right. Like, he's literally 100% right. There's nothing super interesting about the hate against me besides that it exists. I think more fascinating than whether the hate is warranted or real would be, why are people so obsessed with it, right? Like, what has caused this level of obsession, right? That's what I would love to hear. People study the people who hate me, but why on earth are they so obsessed with me? Out of all the things I've said and done, what is it that triggered them that they want to fucking hurt me and my family and do weird shit? It's just fucking bizarre, and it's out of hand, right? And that's the thing, like, the whole idea of entertaining the hate against me, like, let's have people come on camera and talk about the hate and why they hate me and what I've done over the years that's warrant that they don't like, right? But then, at the end of the day, analyze it from the perspective of what is really going on here that, you know, that got to the level of meaning, right? I think that would have been a great one. And again, there were some other fun things we were going to do, some ideas we had that obviously, you know, we're not doing now at this point anyway. That I think people would have really liked with this documentary. Again, different perspectives. People who are going to be there from my past, they talk about me and their interactions with me in the past that you've never seen before. Like, that was going to be some of the appeal of it. You can only go so far with the same exact information, and right now, literally for 4 to 5 years, people have just been using this same exact information to hate on me, right? So now it's the point where it's like, well, something new has to happen to be interesting, but it's not. It's just stagnant. 5 years of bullshit, the same shit. So the whole point of the documentary was, yeah, outline that, but show other things that aren't things that people know or perhaps would be a different take, right? You lost quite a bit of that because the audio was too loud. Well, sorry about that. I forgot that the game audio gets super loud in these parts. So anyway, Big Boss has done another super chat. He says, honestly, just off of what you're describing, the documentary sounds incredible and a unique take and perspective you don't often see or get. Right. What you end up seeing 9 times out of 10 with these documentaries about me is just reiterating the same shit, the same controversies, the same negative memes, the same shit. And there's nothing new. It's just, here's my take on it. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, who cares, though? We've heard the same shit a million times. There hasn't been a new development in 5 years. Let's be honest. There hasn't. In my story, it's been the same repeatable shit for 5 years. Basically, ever since the bankruptcy. When that happened, that's where it ends. Because the bankruptcy, finances, mobile games, blah, blah. It's all the same. Nothing's changed. Because I'm not doing anything to cause any drama. I'm literally staying in my lane and just playing games. So there's nothing else to add to the drama they're trying to create. So what they do is they just go in circles now with the same bullshit over and over. It gets so tiring. It's just exhausting with the level of shit that they just keep repeating.
It's getting rough out there.
Great stuff. Everyone, thank you so much. Have a good evening. I thank you all for relaxing, hanging out, supporting me this week. Great birthday of celebration we had. And I'm looking forward to another fun week when I get back on Friday. Everyone, also, one final thing. I'll be watching the Fallout TV series with my wife over the next several nights. And if it's good, I'll be reviewing it. If it's bad, I'll probably still review it on DSP React. So keep your eyes peeled for that as well. Okay? Thank you all. Please have a good evening. I hope to see you all on the other end of it on Friday. But in the meantime, be safe and have fun. See you Friday. Peace out, everybody.
No!